Sure. I think I don't need an introduction because I'm almost banned in Tamil Nadu for the last 10 years because my movie is still banned in Tamil Nadu. I still remember in 2011 when this controversy started, I was asked by the Supreme Court to come and discuss with Tamil Nadu government to solve this issue. I said I need protection. So the Supreme Court gave an order, and when I landed here, I saw hundreds of policemen from the airport till the hotel. The entire roads were blocked. The hotel, one floor was evacuated. I know that I was such a big person or with the Z plus category security records. But anyway, now things are back to normal, but the movie is still banned. I think maybe a few of you might have seen in some other platform. Now it's available in Amazon also. Coming back to our subject, we must have seen this $1 is equal to 1 rupee. Everyone is surprised, what is this $1 is equal to 1 rupee? Before independence, this $1 was equal to 1 rupee. In 1922, in fact, 1 rupee was equal to $10. But today, the fate of the rupee is to fall against dollar, and we accept it, and we believe that we are the followers in all aspects, including in economy, and the dollar should dominate. No one is thinking that we have the potential to regain that old power. Once India was controlling the world economy, somewhere we lost that confidence. We need to regain back. Few years back, in fact, this concept I was launched in 2013 in IIM Shillong, and they called me for a talk, and I gave this presentation. But it was in a very amateur form. Later, because I took it as my doctorate subject, industrial doctorate subject, the efficiency, because I realized that this is possible only when Indian human resource efficiency. The strength of India is the human resource. We are top of China in human resource. But I mean the human resource means the effective human resource who can work in the industry. But as long as the efficiency is not increased, there is no use with this billion human resource. So how to improve the efficiency? That was my subject. So this research started, and in fact our group was the testing ground for this one. So I set a target because the entire human resource was Indian human resource. How to reach, because we never think about world number one. If you go to a supermarket, we first choice is go and find out a foreign product. We think that Indian products are number two. Indians are number two. That is our culture actually. But we decided how to become world number one. We set a target. Everything was planned accordingly, and probably I can say that today we are world number one in not one field, 5 fields. This has happened because we developed a system. It's called Efficiency Improvement System Management. It's a replacement for the ISO system. ISO is a quality management system. This is Efficiency Management System, where the efficiency drain holes are identified. We identified more than 200 drain holes in our system in the individuals. One by one we started plugging. The characters of each employee started changing. So today our company is totally different. Where we started and where what we today, if you compare, there is no comparison. A simple example I will tell you, because I am basically a ship designer, even if my passion is in the film industry. Right now the biggest revolution or biggest changes happening in the shipping industry is that green ship revolution. We need to work against the environmental pollution. So all the ships, they need to change their pollution control systems. Last year, and every ship, I think, $4 to $5 million they need to spend to make this change. Last year, we did more than 250 vessels, where our world competitor has done only 20 vessels. Just see the difference. So today, we feel like we don't have competitors. So that is the way the efficiency has changed us drastically. It is not just 10% or 20%, it's 300% variation has happened. So I thought, why the best tool is proven and why it is cannot be given to the others. So this INDYWOOD project INDYWOOD was started from there. So first of all, because I cannot change the entire world, but I can change myself, I can change my company, I can change my industry also. So I took my passion is in the film industry. I decided, okay, let's change the film industry. In fact, film industry got that power to integrate the entire India. We are disintegrated in the political way, we are disintegrated in the religious way. But the film fraternity can bring the entire India together. That is the power of the film industry. The film is there in our blood. We are the only one in the world where we skip a meal for a ticket. That's our culture. Especially in South India, many states are still controlled by the film industry. So we started the revolution from there. But when we started, we realized that Indian film industry is dying. Every day each one theatre was getting closed. Our first challenge was to reverse the process. We started, so we made a clear-cut road plan where to start it. We took over a very old theatre in Trivandrum, very old. No one was going there, hardly 10% was, less than 10% was occupancy. In 5 months, we revamped the theatre to make it the India's #1 theatre when Bahubali made the first 4K print for that theatre. It was the beginning of the revolution. The theatre collected 3.5 crores from one movie. Then it was an eye-opener because the people started realizing so far what they were watching in the theatre, the movies, it was not at all. There is no comparison with the projection system, sound system, what we had given in our theatre, no comparison. Then the revolution started. Today, every day, instead of closing one screen, 2 screens are getting opened. In Trivandrum alone, when we started, we had only 11 screens other than others. Today we have 45. This year end, we will have 105 screens in Trivandrum. If a small place like Trivandrum is not even in the top 100, 10 times growth can happen in a place like Trivandrum. Why others cannot happen? So the concept of